Hey, what's up, Beardbrand fam? Bob the Barber here in the one and only Beardbrand Barbershop in Austin, Texas. And I got my good friend Javi, and we're gonna make some wigs. You got some hair, man.
Yeah, man.
I heard that we are donating this to a good cause.
Yep, wigs for kids.
Wigs for kids, man.
Kids is where it's at. Kind of wanted to keep it like I had before I grew it, so.
Well, shit, man, it's been like, what, how many years is this now?
3.
3 years that you've been growing this. So the last haircut that I gave you that was a short haircut was, yeah, man, I'm good at this, but I'm not that good.
I could show you a picture.
So I heard that this hair was grown out of a bet.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a bet between my wife and I. She had seen a picture of sometime a little bit after high school. And she was like, yeah, honey, I bet you're never gonna grow your hair out again. And I was like, all right, I like bets. So probably went for about 4 or 5 different seasons. And yeah, she was winning every year. And then finally it was what, September, October of 2019. And I decided, I was like,
let's do it.
I'm gonna let it grow. Got in that awkward stage. Kept going.
Javi, you've always been in an awkward stage.
That's true. And so yeah, 3 years later, here we are. Hey.
So.
Got a yardstick.
What is that, like 21 inches approximately from your scalp.
Damn. Why am I cutting it? Actually,
because you won the bet, obviously.
I won the bet. Yeah.
Yeah, babe. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Long story short, babe, I won the bet. She finally, she finally called it like 2 days ago. Was like, okay, you win. And no, actually,
that'll never happen again.
That'll never happen. Yeah. Planning on growing it again. No, actually, in the process of growing it out, I was not gonna grow it this long. And then my daughter donated her hair last year. And so it's actually kind of cool. We always say, what are our kids gonna teach us? And so she donated it. I was like, cool, I'm gonna keep growing mine out. Eventually, when I do wanna cut it, Bob said, hey, donate it to Wigs for Kids. So yeah, that was always my goal. Whenever I was gonna cut it, come to Bob, let's donate it to Wigs for Kids, and here we are today.
A lot of times when people are donating, there's just enough and it's real close to the scalp, so we end up giving them kind of like a Karen haircut. But
let's not do a Karen
haircut. I'm trying to avoid that for you right now.
Yeah, so. Man, I thought we're bro.
I think we're homies, man.
Yeah.
What were some of the styles that you rocked?
So, the man bun was a big one.
For sure.
That was my go-to. Ponytails, naturally, after it got like a year and a half, when I'm a runner. So pretty much the man bun would fall. It was too heavy, so it just goes straight to a ponytail. And then I finally, what was it, October, this last Halloween, I went for Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
I dressed as Willie.
I was really hoping you would tell me you did Willie braids at least once.
I did. Yeah, this is a first.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about like letting you say anything, a word of.
Oh no. Trust me, had many. Look how thick that shit.
Like you had plenty of warning.
Yeah, look at that, nice and.
Wow, I feel the.
Already?
Should have got my heart rate on that one. Whoa. We did 5?
I think there's a 6.
Oh shit.
Hope your ear's not in there somewhere. Whew.
Wow.
And just like that.
There
3
goes
years.
Few Woo!
It's like Bob went deer hunting.
That was a rush, dude.
So this is what you're working with. This was the awkward phase.
That was at. I feel like I could have had that ponytail from like Star Wars and shit.
We can still do that, man.
Nah.
I got a little bit of this hair tonic. Help the hair relax a little bit, even though you still got some long strands in there somewhere.
I'm sure it's like in a freak mode.
Yeah, this will help relax it a bit. Taking off about 1.5 inches from right here at the top. And This is good hair, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna put a hot towel on you, get some shave lather on you, all the things that you probably missed from visiting the barbershop.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the haircuts are okay, but the hot towel, that's where it's at.
As I mentioned, 38-year-old bones after running about 18,000 miles in my lifetime. The challenge that I tried was 1,000 miles for 2021, and I got to 400.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You're a loser, bro.
Big time.
Yeah.
So,
what a quitter.
Right. Why I'm cutting my hair?
You lost. Oh, you won a bet and then you lost a bet.
Yeah. It's like you lost. No. Yeah. So I said this year run smarter, not harder.
I like it.
Yeah.
We are getting older.
We are getting older.
So
no more, no 1,000-mile goal.
Just go.
Just go.
And you're probably gonna run more than 1,000 miles anyway, right?
I'm on pace. Yeah. But yeah, it's been a lot. I mean, for the hair, dude, it became a hassle. It's a pain in the ass. Or in the summertime, run without a shirt, so I'm getting whipped. Literally.
The little things that you don't think about until it's happening.
Yep.
Javi's hair is very straight, it's very rigid. As it gets shorter, it gets sproutier, so leaving a little extra so he has something to, for some product to grab onto, or if he doesn't use product that is not jumping off of his head, because if we chop this at a certain point, it's only going to sprout and we'll need to go even shorter. So making sure that we have a little bit of wiggle room. Like I said, we'll leave a little bit of the length and weight towards the top of the sides, and then at the bottom portion, then we'll get a little more comfy and taper it out and get that classic shape, that classic gentleman's taper shape going.
I'm a person in long-term recovery from substance use. I got 9.5 years of sobriety as of October 2nd.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. And in the field that I work in is I support others who are need some extra support in the recovery world, in the mental health world. And so our organization, what it does is, all of our coaches, including myself, we have that lived experience of struggles and obstacles, and we just figured if we have more conversations and lessen the stigma, people actually start, just thinking more about helping people than just throwing people to the side. July 23rd, I was doing this spring winter cleaning, and I came across these forms and letters and invoices and payments and calendars about January 23rd in 2012 when I got arrested, the last time I got arrested for my DWI. And I was looking at it on January 23rd, 2022. 10 years, what 10 years can do, In my home, with my wife, with my kids, running, helping others. Got my wellness back. Yeah, man. Yeah, hell yeah. Known Bob for 25 plus years, man.
Really?
25 plus years, and we've always been...
Elementary school?
Elementary, yeah. We played ball, played baseball.
If you couldn't tell that I was an athlete.
Yeah.
We couldn't tell.
Damn.
Man, Bob was a freaking star shortstop, man.
Got all the bulk down, got the shape. I think I'm happy with the length. We were talking about weight earlier, and now that I'm seeing where your natural part is starting to happen, I feel like we could probably take a little bit off of this little edge right now, but instead, not instead, but what we're gonna do next is really just attack the thickness of it. So you've got plenty of hair, this is all fresh stuff, it probably has never been texturized. It hasn't been texturized. And we'll really just add some lightness so that we don't sacrifice all the length, but you still feel like you have a very, very easy kind of light haircut. So yeah, let's dig in. I forgot to cut this front section. That really helps take away some of the unnecessary weight and length from the very front of the haircut. I'm trying to find about midway through the strand, and I'm hitting it all the way across the section, and move down about halfway, and then or a third of the way, and I hit it 3 times. So the top of the strands are still a little bit longer and chopped a little less aggressively, because I want that weight from the top to push down on some of the bulk underneath. That way the hair, like I said, we're not getting rid of a lot of the length and shape. It's just, I want the hair to collapse a little bit.
How's the UFC going?
I got class after this, man.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Is it like,
I love me some jujitsu, bruh.
dude? That's.
I've been avoiding it for a long time,
Yeah.
and it is. I know why I was avoiding it, because I knew I'd really enjoy it. Yeah, honestly, it's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
It's tough. It's cerebral. It's physical.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, why am I doing this? Oh wait, I know why I'm doing this.
I'm the same guy who hates getting tattooed but loves getting tattooed. You know.
Yeah.
The sea salt spray is going to give it some texture and some hold without. But you can put it in and then just let it air dry. So, like I said, I'm gonna go and let it sit in there, let it do its thing, and then while it's drying, we're gonna attack your beard real quick. And yeah, I want to see how some of this dries out, because your hair is very deceiving when it's wet, and I want to see what it looks like when it's been kind of sitting for a bit. Appropriately named for a person in recovery, 4 vices.
Love it. That's the next meeting I'm gonna call it. We're always looking for some catchy, what's the last meeting? So being out of the gel system, I started this meeting called Stay Out of Gel.
Stay out of jail.
Stay out of gel.
That's just Stay out of jail.
Well, it's because we try to get kind of crafty with it, and like people were like never showing up, and like we get it. Like if it doesn't say what it is, once we started putting that, people were coming into the meeting like, I want to stay out of gel. And
keep it classy.
Keeping it classy.
So just looking at his profile, he's got a little bit of neck beard going on. He's got a nice sideburn. This gets a little weak. He's got a great mustache. This part is pretty barren. So we're gonna work with what he got's best. And I am going to leave this chin portion the hero, and we won't take off too much from there. But we're really gonna dig in to this profile, really clean up that jawline. I want to blend this into a little bit more of this length, so that it's there's a smoother transition, as opposed to really thick sideburn and then somewhat weak. Somewhat weak is pretty weak, right?
It is. Let's just
call it what it is.
Yeah. Can we just get some of that hair from that you chopped off and go?
Bro, we could totally do it. I got enough Gorilla Tape in the back.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that side or this side. Oh, it's this side. It goes like, whoop.
Yeah.
It's like a cowlick in the beard.
That is not uncommon to see, where one side has a little bit of a flip, and then a curl that doesn't exist on the other side. It's pretty classic. So like I said, it's more about making illusions. I've got a lot of the guides and edges dug in, and like I said, what I'm doing is I'm blurring my vision and trying to see the difference and how I can accentuate these areas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend a little bit of this out, so it like fades into the rest of your beard. So it gives you a nice, like I said, solid jawline. As it grows out, it should kind of maintain some of that shape. So enjoy a nice sharp beard for a while. So really gonna take it easy on this area, because I don't want any of that density to go away, but we'll get a little more aggressive back here.
And shaping that beard is no joke. I've tried to do it so many times. It's like,
That's what usually happens.
Yeah.
Is we try to finesse it, and the thing is that if you were just to put a clipper to your face,
Yeah.
and then just run that guard against it, you're gonna take off a lot of stuff that you didn't mean to.
Yeah.
And once again, it's like more about finessing and creating illusion, as opposed to just keeping it shorter. I comb, because like you said, if you just came in, some of these hairs are down, over, out. So I comb up against the grain, essentially, to expose all the individual strands I'll get my shears underneath, and what I'm aiming for is the corner of his mouth. So I'm not starting from way over here chopping, because the mustache goes down, and I want to leave a little bit of meat right here, just in case he's got those gaps that a lot of guys tend to have from their mustache to their beards. And I'll get that bottom blade underneath, and I'll get it up pretty high, and then I'll just yank it down. And when I start to see those hairs fall out, that's when I know, okay, that's about where I need to close the shear.
My wisdom whiskers. There goes
You were
my
never smart to begin with.
Who are you kidding?
Yeah. So now that we can see some of this hair starting to sprout, now that it's drying out, I can more confidently just shape the hair more than, like I said, letting that water, because he's not gonna style it every single day. He's gonna go on runs. I don't want this to be an issue for him as he's in between showers and...
Yeah, my run faster.
I doubt it, bro.
I mean, point 0.0002,
Yes.
you know. I mean...
An atomic clock might pick it up. Man, I'm so sorry for being so mean to you today. He's got a cowlick on his neck as well.
Yep.
So it goes up, and then this one goes, and then it goes to the side. This is not super common, but it happens. So once again, just like, instead of just using the same technique for every haircut, some of these things reveal themselves, because I could do this all day and never cut a single hair. So we'll bring up the taper a little bit higher so that it bounces out, as opposed to making that really obviously shorter just because that's the way the hair grows. So we got some sea salt spray in there. It's still pretty long, it's still got a little moisture in it, so I'm gonna throw in some of our styling balm just to lock in some of that oomph that I'm looking for.
Cool.
Went with the 4 vices, so we'll stay with that. I'm gonna go a little heavy-handed since you have a ton of hair. And like I said, because you have so much hair, don't be afraid to be aggressive with it. Put in a good amount, get it in on the bottom, underneath, get a nice little distribution of product throughout the hair, and it'll look intentional.
Cool. Dig it.
I wanted to show you the Tea Tree Utility Balm today. It smells amazing. Get it going good here. Get down to the skin underneath. That's about it. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, check it out. Tea Tree Utility Balm.